Hi, Emmett Murphy here, and I'd like to talk to business owners, business executives about a most critical issue. Matter of fact, 98% of you in studies say that your leadership alignment, the alignment of your team, is the most critical factor in determining whether you're profitable, whether you survive, etc. Well, we're going to discuss this in a program that I'd like to invite you to attend free of charge. You can attend it 24/7, in fact. You can click on it at any time you want, or you can attend at scheduled times and participate in the live questions and answers, or send me a question. Whatever's your pleasure. Why is alignment so critical? Well, as I've indicated, you believe it predicts profitability. In a comprehensive study with MIT, the State University of New York, and Aliangment University that we just completed, we found that over 85% of issues related to profitability are explained by alignment. Customer retention ultimately tracks itself back to the alignment of the leadership team, and confusion and uncertainty that's experienced in the ranks, or just the opposite, clarity of mission, clarity of direction, etc. So wherever we look at the issue of survival of a company, its success, we know that it comes down to leadership alignment. Even now, the DNA research is telling us, though what we didn't know before about DNA, that when it moves, when the genes activate, it is the result of the on and off signals, the yes or no signals, the priority setting signals of leadership DNA strands. These newly identified genes are leadership genes. So even in our DNA, it goes right back to the beginning. You can't escape the powerful influence of leadership. So let's not dance around this and play that we don't think that we should always emphasize leaders and so forth. Baloney. Without your leadership team and without it being aligned, nothing happens. How do you go about making sure you're aligned? Well, again, research helps. You know, it's better to temper. I've been looking at this issue now for almost 40 years, and I must tell you, I still learn when we do this research what is really going on and why. Complexity is the problem that screws up alignment. And complexity enters our organizations all the time in terms of new developments, new markets, and so forth. You may be in business with some people you trust, you love, you actually consider them your dear friends, and find it's not working. You may be in business right now experiencing in a Fortune 100 situation the tensions and frictions of people who are not feeling like they fit together too well. Goodness of fit is a key factor in team alignment. What we've learned is this complexity has to be subordinated. It has to be managed. It has to be brought under control and deciphered. And what we can do is define the buckets of complexity. We now know how to define those and how to develop strategies of alignment that reduce that complexity. And they come in four major skill sets. Those skill sets are the alignment of the work itself, the alignment of motivation and wellness, which is related to it. And no executive is going to be effective if they're suffering from stress-related stuff or other diseases that are stress-induced or just not there. It's also related to the alignment of talent, of course. And what our new insights in neuroscience help us to do is identify very efficiently how our learning behavior, our cognitive patterns of acquiring information and so forth really complement each other or compete with each other. And the fourth thing is the alignment of the decisions we make, our problem solving every day. We're going to discuss these issues in the context of a four-step process that anybody can implement at any time in their organization. First thing you have to do is assess the extent to which alignment's an issue in your organization. If you're aligned, you want to know it, by the way, because you may not be maximizing your potential. If you're not, if things have changed and the early alignments you thought you had are not working, you need to understand that and why. And if In a large organization, that team is not now holding together. You'd better get a hold of that one pretty quickly and understand why. So we assess, then we diagnose, then we own. We don't go any further until we own that diagnosis and really debate whether that diagnosis holds up under scrutiny or we need further examination, and then we act to realign. Following a process like this introduces civility, introduces a professionalism to the whole discussion that manages the personal tensions we might be feeling. If you're facing really difficult relationships issues and wondering whether so-and-so is okay and all these concerns, this is the time to implement a process of alignment so that you're in a cool down, relaxed, professional mode of operations as you examine the issue. In the introductory program, we'll discuss how you can do that, whether it's through seminars, whether it's through individual meetings with people, etc. And we'll discuss an assessment that you can use that should help in the matter tremendously. Well, I look forward to you joining me. You can click right on this after this little piece and join us in that program, or you can look for the time that's convenient for you and join in a live discussion. Thanks very much for your attention. Emmett Murphy, signing off.